Are you ready, Orion?
I mean, I'm as ready as I can be. We got the scootin' boogies.
Wait, more of a recap before we start recording.
Yeah, because our recap was crazy. There was a fight. There was goo everywhere. There we had the thing. Jenkins popped out of the snowbank wall. The snow guy was all like, "Yo, guys, listen up! Don't kill the guy that pays my paycheck." Oh wait, you don't want to go? Well, I'm dipping, bro. I'm out. Hammerjack dipped. He was like, you know what? Screw you guys. This juice ain't worth the squeeze, and he busted down the goddamn wall. And
our our gains from this are you got 2 Devilfruits and a tiger.
Yeah, you got the.
Does that mean we don't have to pay for the tiger?
This would mean that as long as
Yeah, we get our money back.
Yeah, you guys can steal the tiger. The
Let's fucking steal it.
The auctioneer Slick, he's still knocked out. You got a few more minutes on that.
He had a new one. The other girl blocked him. I asked if he got his money back. She knew that shit was jank. Hello.
You left?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's on the whole time.
I've never been here.
Never been a day in my life.
All right. Is that all that happened?
Yeah. It was
you already took a recap? Oh, fuck.
That's why I was
it was mostly a combat episode. I'm sorry.
You just check in like they're doing.
Okay,
so there was slime. Fucking we caught all the fucking not caught. Oh my god, we beat everybody. Killed everybody.
Yeah, at the auction house, right?
We had 2 Devilfruits and a tiger.
Yeah.
2 Devilfruits and a tiger.
Yeah. Okay. For everyone listening to our ramblings as we're going through this recap, for you, it's been 1 episode. For us, it's been a month. We've had a bit of a hiatus here. Welcome to Dungeons and Devilfruits One Piece D&D. I am your DM, Orion. And with us, as always, is the lovely Captain Akisu Blackburn, played by Mika.
What up, nerd?
We have the medical malpractice professional Snyder, played by Mr. Skin Bimbus.
Don't get an infection on your foot. I might rip your toe off.
We have the hiding in the rafters. I don't think bunnies usually sit in the rafters, but you know what? I'm going with it. Shipwright Chibiusa, played by Sienna.
Boing, boing.
Yeah, boing, boing.
Boing, boing, boy. And always the aggressively dominating Chef Tonga, played by Sam.
Hi, it's your boy.
It's your boy, Tonga.
Glub, glub.
Glub, glub, indeed.
It's your boy, Tanga.
Tanga, look at this fish.
Weird.
I swear, streamer Tonga doing unboxing videos full of fish would be hilarious.
Got another carp. Yay.
Just like wreckage. They'd be like, what's in this one?
All right, guys. We're unboxing some smelts.
Deep diving for sunken treasure as loot boxes.
That'd be kind of sick. Remember those like geocache things people used to do?
Yeah, I do. I have some like upkeep actually in the area.
Yeah, people still do that, dude.
People got like murdered and stuff, found like dead bodies and shit. It's crazy.
Everybody says that, but I haven't like once. Get over it.
Yeah.
For what?
We're doing those like
every day
geocache things, and they were like finding like murder weapons.
Oh, that was like a specific thing. Geocaches are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that owl one that I like, whatever it was called.
I'm watching too many creepypastas.
That does sound like something Sam would do.
I do that.
Can't confirm.
Bro fell asleep to an SCP and thought it was real life for a second.
You know what? That might not be such a bad thing. But before we start things off, shout out to Yaisola, the creator of the homebrew material that we use for One Piece D&D Dungeons and Devilfruits. They actually helped us out with getting some more VTT content to integrate into our stuff here to make things easier for us. So, link in the description if anyone wants to check out the free Player's Handbook PDF that they're working on.
Yeah.
Sharing the fun.
Free shit alert.
Free shit.
How about you share these nuts?
And he was really nice.
It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, they were very nice. My wife's calling. I'm going to hang up on her real quick.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like
bitch.
this?
I'm doing DnD. Click.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe. It's D.
It's like that key in Peel Spit. He's like, and I said, "Eh."
I looked in the window.
What?
And
And the
D&D.
windows off the side.
All right,
What's
guys.
You and me.
What's the square on this map right now?
Oh,
I honestly don't know, and I was having trouble getting rid of it. I'm being honest.
it's part of another game.
Anyway, so this is so much easier, you guys.
What is?
The update. It's
Oh yeah.
You can't get rid of the square.
That's cool. We don't need this map ever again.
That is true. I actually don't know what I did with the square. It's connected to one of these things, and I've been just real busy this past week. Anyway, you guys have knocked out the auctioneer. The floor is yours. What do y'all want to do?
Collect the treasure.
And we're taking our money back. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. So you take all the money back from the auctioneer. He's just sleeping away. Just this not flat. This fat ball of man here, all 5 feet. He's built like Danny DeVito.
I want to
I
take
take Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, but greasy.
I mean,
That's just Danny DeVito.
Danny
Oh,
DeVito's
true.
a national treasure.
And a little Gracie.
That's part of the
I wanna
charm.
yoink this man's blood.
I go out into the ring and I eat all the trash.
Can I offer you an egg?
In these trying times. So
I'm gonna walk through Snyder. And I'm like, you got those syringes, yeah?
I kind of pat my chest, look through my bag. Yeah, I got a couple right here.
Go ahead and give me some of this man's blood real quick while I go loot these bodies.
I would be obliged. I kind
Okay.
of just kneel and
now, Snyder, for this, I'm going to have you make either a medicine check or a sleight of hand check, because damaging a person will wake them up. However, you're a medical professional. You might be able to get past this.
I got a +6 in medicine. Here we go.
Let's see if he has the fine touch of a nurse.
20.
Oh,
Dirty
dirty
20.
20.
Nice.
You kind of like look around the arm. You kind of wrap him up like a little bit of a tourniquet, and you just flick the veins. Draw some blood nice and easy, one syringe after the next. Patch it up, little dab.
Why are we stealing people's blood?
He a devil fruit user.
Oh, okay.
For Tonga's research.
He one salami bastard. We might be able to make
I'm gonna
slime.
go follow Jenkins
stuff.
back there, by the way.
I can maybe make like a, I don't know, slime bullet or something. Slime sling.
A slingshot that has infinite slime ammo because it produces its own.
Actually, that would be really cool. Slime shot. I like it.
But yeah,
And, like now that like I've done like a little bit of studying on this before, I know the window for messing with the blood is short. I think, right? Like,
Well, he's not dead, so that's different.
true.
He's just sleeping.
Mm. Yeah.
I will say that much. The as you guys kind of go through some of the stuff that was put out, you collect the glitch fruit and the what appears to be the rat fruit. After Jenkins kind of takes a closer look at it, he's like, "Oh, well, it might be a rat fruit, but looks a wee bit different than the one that I had. See all the little burrows right there? He just like gestures to like a little swirly indents in the fruit.
Can I make like an investigation or a comment check on it?
You know what? Yeah. Give me one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a high check because,
Yeah.
Devilfruits.
I'll do the same person.
Oh!
That money, baby.
All right.
Give us.
You look this thing over and kind of like looking between Jenkins and this fruit, you conclude that it is indeed a rat fruit, but judging by the indentations that he pointed out, it seems to be a different model. From the best you can tell, some kind of closely related rodent.
Oh.
Like a weasel or something?
You're not entirely
Maybe
sure, but you know
maybe
it's going to
it's
be
a
some
mouse
kind of rodent in that family.
A cockroach. No, that's not the same.
Cockroaches are rodents, guys.
That's very interesting.
Can you imagine the roach fruit?
Dude, look
Oh,
out for the man with the cock
I
fruit.
mean, you would
All
be
I
like immortal. They're so hard to kill.
All I can think of is the fucking giant mutated roaches from Terraformers.
Oh my god, what if it's a possum?
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay, so I kind of like make a note of it in my notebook. And I'm like, to be studied later, derivative of roach species for blah blah blah.
All right. And you also claim the glitch fruit. Now, Tonga, as you kind of handle this, it seems very different than devil fruits that you've encountered in the past.
Mhm.
It's solid, definitely, but it seems to have a bit of a pixelated shimmer to it, as if it has a very attainable, kind of a tenable grasp in being in reality at all.
Okay. Gotcha.
It also has a very nice purple color to it with its little pixelated swirls.
Is Rory here? Rory's here, right?
Rory is here, and Rory
he
just
think
kind of
about
like walks up. He's like, "That's really it."
I check out this one. Okay. I check out this one. I'm kind of like staring, just like turning it around in my hands. I look at Rory. I'm like, this one's interesting.
What do we do with it? I mean, I don't.
I kind of look at him, Snyder.
Should we eat it?
I mean, someone should, right? And honestly, if anyone does, I'd be happy if it were one of you. I don't want anyone I don't know to have it.
Why don't you eat it?
Me?
Who?
What? Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Just think about how powerful you could become.
I guess.
yo, daddy
Was your
did go
father
looking for it.
legacy almost, you know?
I mean,
Like it
when you
was-
put it like that, it almost sounds like a birthright, but like he just kind of looks at it for a moment. You guys have done so much for me already. Is he looks up at each of you. Is this really okay?
You want to be part of this? No, oh Jesus. You want to be a strong pirate, right? On a strong pirate crew.
Yeah, more than anything.
This is your chance.
Think about it. You'll be the only one with this.
From
He
here
kinda-
on out, it's only gonna get harder. We're gonna need anything we can get.
He tears up a little bit. It's like,
Think about that. You could save me in a fight if you watch my back. You know what I mean? That could be you someday. Maybe if you eat that, I don't know.
It's up to you, kid.
Yeah, it's up to
Yeah.
you.
he just looks to all of you. It's like, thank you, and just like little tears kind of like coming down from the corners of his eyes. Like, I'll do it. Then he just kind of like looks to Snyder. Dude, devil fruit don't taste good, do they?
God, they taste like shit.
I kind of give him a wide grin.
You want
I'm
to
on the
drink?
back like a little too hard, and I'm like, we'll make a ritual of it. I'll make it as good as I can.
No, I think it tasting bad is kind of like good medicine, you know?
Basically.
But
But the whole
maybe you're
crew
onto
here-
something with the ritual thing. I mean, like, ever since I joined you guys, I've been growing up more than the streets ever could teach me. I feel like I'm really becoming a man, you know?
Look, man, you've grown so much. Remember, you were just a boy on the street when I found you.
Yeah,
Now look at you.
I'll do it.
I was just a man who fell from the sky when I met you. And look at you now. You're a boy with a devil fruit, and I am so proud of you.
All right. I think I'm ready. And so he takes the devil fruit in both of his hands.
No, idiot. You should just take it to the ship. Not
Why
here.
not? Eat it right now. That's
I
what
would
man-
probably get somewhere safe and like with our crew probably. I imagine the police or something is probably going to try to bust in here soon.
They're gonna bust into the black market auction.
He can run and eat.
I don't know.
Didn't we take a boat to get here?
Hey,
You did. You guys don't actually know what part of the island you're on.
Plus, I think like I would want to like study a little more, take notes on it. Plus, I want to have like a feast with everybody.
Nah, you gotta eat it and then you just find out.
They say that you
Why?
discover the powers of a devil fruit once you taste it. So I'll just tell you everything I know once I know.
Yeah, field study.
This is what I can do this one.
Trial by error.
That's how you did it, right, Snyder?
I was starving.
Jenkins laughs from the other side of the room. Me too, buddy. Me too.
I don't know if I was blessed or cursed with the doors, but hey, what goes around comes around.
There's always another open door.
Jenkins chimes
Exactly.
in. When one door closes, another door isn't completely locked.
It's like I would really like to prepare like a feast and like have the crew there to support Rory. But I mean, if you want to do it here, we can.
He eats it and then he just drops dead.
Oh no. Rory
The dead fruit.
Rory takes a bite. And you just see the most disgusted face. And he's like, "Mm." And he just like chews it.
Eat it all.
A little bit salty.
Yep.
I think it's
And he just like he works his way through the whole thing on pure willpower. I definitely have not had worse. That's pretty bad.
Damn.
and then you just kind of like see like a kind of a pulse in his body as his body seems to kind of ripple with like a kind of a purplish shimmer as his very existence just seems to kind of like drift and flicker for a moment.
Mr.
Guys,
Tonga, I don't feel so good.
He's not real anymore.
Oh no, not the Rory. And he accidentally triggers his ability. The ground within 10 feet of Rory is now slippery and pixelated with static and is difficult terrain for the next 6 seconds.
Damn. I'm just gonna fall. I feel like I would fall.
Yeah. Rory slips like, whoa, did not mean to do that.
If I fall, am I gonna land on Tonga?
Do you want to land on Tonga?
I kind of do. Just for the shits and giggles.
Then you land on Tonga. So you just go crashing to the ground, and then just like everyone falls that's within 10 feet. Okay, that's. And then Roy kind of gets back up. This is weird. Maybe if I try.
imagine Tonga just like pushes me off him.
Rory tries his devil fruit again.
Uh-huh.
Let's try this. He moves, and their images seem to float and lag behind him as he walks around. So you just like see it's just a series of faded images of Rory as he moves.
That's awesome.
I like swipe a hand through one.
And your hand passes right through.
Yo, this power is sick, Rory.
This is awesome. I feel like reality is just shifting at my fingertips.
Oh my god, reality's not real.
It's-
Realize.
Think about you could do this move here and then like point a gun at somebody and they won't even know where it's coming from.
He takes his gun and kind of jumps to the side, and you just see a series of after image Rorys, all with gun pulled as he fires a shot, with after image shots following.
What the?
That's kind of crazy.
Fire.
Oh, that
Where
looks
does the
so
bullet
cool.
go? Who gets
Weird.
shot?
He just shoots at the he shoots at the other side of the room, not at anything in particular.
I would have laughed if the auctioneer got hit.
Fucking domes him.
I think I'm gonna like this power.
That power was perfect for you, Rory.
Pat him on the
This
one of the
one's for
after
you.
backs. And I'm just like, well, good, because it's yours. You earned it.
When you try to pat his back with the real Rory, like your hand passes through for a brief moment.
I'm just like, oh.
He's like, "Oh, sorry," and then he's solid again. This is going to take some practice.
I'm gonna scoop him up and start celebrating.
Well, we still got those that other fruit and that weird one we just got. Is anyone else going to do one, or
Stuff for that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
want
want to be some kind of weasel.
that's fair?
Kinda-
I'll explode.
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely don't want
It's gonna
don't want
explode?
Snyder exploding.
I don't think I could heal that.
He's our only doctor.
I
We
think we
can't let him.
I'm gonna be like walking over to the tiger thing because like I want to establish myself with it, but I also want to give it the electric fruit when we get to the ship.
Now, this is going to be a more tentative, not tentative, this is going to be a more difficult animal to work with than Big Joe. I will warn you with that. So there are going to be some animal handling checks here.
So now that I like don't need to sleep, I plan to like spend a lot of time. I want to train them and stuff.
How to train your ram tiger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll make an animal handler. I kind of like crouch down in front of them and I like dim my lights to be like calming. Kind of like reach out a hand.
Like a lulling pulse.
Yeah.
All right. Give me an animal handling check. Now, I'm not going to give you advantage for that, but I will give you a +1 for the lights. For a dirty 20. So you extend your hand, your lights gently pulsing in just kind of a soothing manner. It's kind of skittish of you at first, then it just kind of like approaches, smells your fishiness, and kind of like starts nuzzling your hand a little bit.
No. I scratch around the ear a little bit.
Yeah, it seems to like that.
We're
Just
gonna-
one big giant kitty.
Hey, girl, you want to come with us? Kind of pull out like a fish from my pocket.
Be careful it doesn't eat your hand.
It eats the fish greedily.
Hell yeah.
New pet acquired.
Tiger. Wham, tiger.
All right. Should we grab any of the other stuff they got back there?
I mean, shit. Let's go take a look.
Jenkins kind of like looks at the hole through the wall that he kind of dug through. Yeah, they got some slaves in there, pretty ones. Just saying. A couple strong.
You're gonna take them, but only to set them free.
Right. Now, that'd be the proper thing to do. Freedom's very suiting.
I kind of glare at him a little bit. Like,
Anyway, and he just
so
kind
like
of
after I'm done with the tigers, speaking of this, like I'm gonna go start approaching them, like talking to them and stuff, breaking their shackles or whatever.
yeah. You go in there and you work your way through the shackles, and some of them are more difficult than others. But one by one, you do actually manage to find a key after breaking a couple shackles and finding yourself getting a little tired with it.
Oh yeah. I kind of just like walk up to them and like, "Are you okay? Have you been in their care long? Where are you from? Where can we take you?" Those kind of questions and stuff like that.
They all express being slaves for at least 3 or more months, and having been held for in the area for they're not exactly sure how long that they've been in this place specifically, because they're always kind of like moved about and not really allowed to see much. But they do just want to go home.
Real.
All right.
Well, I kind of lead them back out into the main room.
They kind of like
Like-
crawled their way through the hole that was burrowed through by the ram tiger in Jenkins.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave them all out. Oh, look at the hockey suit. I'm like, we're gonna take all these people somewhere safe.
Huh?
We're gonna take all these slaves somewhere safe.
Okay. How?
Make
Where?
some food for
How
them
long?
and us when we get back.
Huh?
We can live on our ship for now until we find somewhere to drop them off.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sure there's like an island near or something.
it sounds like a good idea. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to work for someone I didn't like. Slavery's basically that.
Yeah, more or less.
Everybody hates a bad boss.
Yeah.
Snyder, have you ever had a bad boss?
This one commanding officer that I just don't care for. He's kind of a dick.
Nobody beat him up for you?
I think he's dead now.
Oh, that sucks.
Not really.
All right.
And then
Like I
Jenkins is
said,
like, you hear Jenkins
hated
like, we could always dig him up and kill him again,
That is fair, I guess.
just to be sure.
You know what? Fair.
Anyway, should we get out of here?
Yeah, probably. What did collectively and/or Chibi find in the people's pockets?
Okay, what was Chibi looking for?
Anything.
Anything? Okay, were you going through? You said going through the pockets of some of the dead nobles and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you roll?
Yeah, let me just do some of my rolls right here. Okay,
I also imagine Jenkins
you
probably-
find 63 million berry in total.
Damn.
Damn.
This was a room full of nobles. There was plenty of berries to go around.
Fuck. We're rich as fuck. Sorry.
63, you said?
Yep, 63 million berry.
Yeah. Damn.
It's a lot, honestly. I'm just grateful that we took the time to divvy out XP before we were doing today's game.
That's 1,000. 3 more zeros.
That was a lot of XP last game. Holy. The nobles don't really seem to have much more than that. They little trinkets and valuables that kind of add to the total of berries.
Mhm.
Some nice watches and things of that nature. And some of the dead pirates that you were rifling through, they have basic weapons, cutlasses, and pistols and things of that nature. Nothing particularly special, though.
Yeah, fuck all that shit.
Fair.
Come on, guys. Let's go find that boat we came in on.
All right.
I think we've picked this place clean.
And you just leave the goo guy just sleeping. While there's just
Yeah.
there are the few living nobles are still kind of cowering because they're with the remaining bodyguards, not willing to risk anything else with the remaining pirates in the room being you guys.
Damn right.
Like one of the nobles looks like he's ready to speak up, but then his bodyguard just kind of like puts his hand over his mouth and just shakes his head.
And when I'm on my way out, I'm gonna look at them, assuming I can see them.
Yeah,
and
you
just kind
can.
of like, you know that move where you like push yourself, like flex your muscles a little bit towards somebody.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
there's lots of muscle flexes you can do.
I'm not just like
Like a head nod
poking
almost,
somebody
but like
out.
forward.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
poking somebody out. Where you're like, what, bitch? Like,
Yeah, like
What,
what?
motherfucker?
Oh, okay. Like the frat boy, like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoop to do, big whoop. Want to
And
fight about
while
it?
while I do this, I'm gonna have Rory on my shoulder.
Okay. I'll have
oh,
you
can't
roll
put
an
the,
intimidation check.
comments. It's all
Right.
all one number.
So how do I do?
It's fine. You can just take the comments out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I have to fucking open my page. I'm a dummy.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
I have +6 in charisma.
We got our money
Hey,
back.
that's what a captain needs. So that's a 17. You just go like, and your half giant frame just kind of like creates a little ripple in the air of just charisma and force combined, and you see like a couple of them flinch.
Nice.
Their bodyguards are unfazed, but they're also paid to be unfazed, so there is that.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way out of the market and back onto the boat. I'll have
Hey.
who is going to steer the boat out?
I probably will.
All right, I'm just going to have you make a vehicles check.
Okay.
Just to see how you do navigating out of all the stuff in the area, because... All right.
Two.
You managed to start it up well enough. It has an industrial engine, so it doesn't need any wind or anything. And you steer it out of the covered marina easily, finding your way to these massive doors. And Jenkins manages to just kind of like take a little rope, a little roped off thing, and climb over, open the door, comes back. All right, they're open. And you just see the doors open wide, light streaming into the room. Albeit not like bright daylight, but just like city lights.
Mhm.
Is it still daylight? Just like the sun
It's
going down or something?
it's dark enough outside, but this is a very much city that doesn't like to sleep lightly.
Oh, okay.
It's a very industrial forge city. You can still hear people working and hammering away at forges in the distance,
I see.
and all kinds of machinery whirling in the distance. You pull out into the marina, and after looking around, you get a pretty good feeling for where you're at, Tonga.
Is there like a crow's nest or something?
Not with this this boat.
Oh, okay.
It's just a simple kind of you know how some of those river boats are with the big old paddle wheels? It's like that.
I see.
And you'd bring it on back to the ship down by the docks. Park it just fine.
As we're kind of like rolling back, I'm gonna turn to Jenkins. I'm like, so what did you get?
Oh, Tonga. He opens his jacket, and you just see like nice and wide, all like want to buy a watch, you know what I mean? And you just see it lined with jewels, watches, like his pockets are just filled with various bits and valuable baubles.
Hey, my man.
Bet you're happier with us now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
never seen so much money in his life.
You guys are enablers. I like enablers.
How much is that in rat cash?
Ooh, the rat bucks are flowing. And he pops his collar.
The rat bucks are flowing.
It's like dog ears, but for
Put that
rats.
in the chat. The rat bucks are flowing. But he's like, yeah, But I noticed Chibi got a fair slice of the pie over there.
Yeah, boy.
Don't we have like
Are you doing it, Micah?
like compiled chip money? Like, is that how we're doing it, or is it like?
No.
I know individually we all have a lot.
Yeah,
Are we counting
dividing it up works good. And having the obscene amount of money that you guys have now also helps with paying the crew.
Yeah, honestly, I think what we've been doing when I've been doing the ship updates and stuff is I'll just like ask you guys if there's any, and then if we want to upgrade, we'll like pull it all together from our personal.
Before we leave this island, we should probably get like the best upgrades we can at this point.
Didn't we already get an upgrade on this island? It was the
Oh yeah, the ice.
thing.
You got the icebreaker and the deployable door.
Is there anything else we really want?
I don't know.
Yeah. The deployable door was set to be installed in the following day in the morning. As you guys are kind of like counting your loot, Jenkins reaches into his coat pocket where you see a bit of a paper sticking out. Oh, Captain. And he kind of like waves a little paper at you.
What's that?
Oh, I found a little intel.
What happened? Tell me the secrets. I want to. Wait,
Raise
tell me
an
before.
eyebrow.
Wait, no. Tell me by ourselves.
Oh, yes.
I want to know first.
Tell me about.
It's a secret from everyone around.
You can do anything.
He'll tell you
That-
first.
Okay, so
You could just read the letter. Like
he kind of like goes off to the side. He looks to the rest of you.
God, the agony.
Gather the rest of the crew right now, so we can have this announcement. The captain.
Oh my
has words.
god.
So he
Captain
goes over to the
what?
side with Akisu. He's like, so get this, and he looks over his shoulder at everybody else, making sure that no one else hears.
I'm like twitching my ear, trying to like get it.
Rory gathers up the rest of the crew for the announcement. So the Foundry Lord Valen Calder, and he's showing you the document, also known as the Iron Graft. Weird name, but he works on the north side of Karkesh Prime. Runs a munitions factory.
Okay.
It says here, Valen has been working with Woodrow, trying to overthrow the rest of the Foundry Lords.
I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Yes.
Yeah,
TV over here.
So he
Is there
is
a rabbit hearing?
I'm like pruning my plants. I'm like, man, these are really overgrown.
Apparently, they'd negotiated a deal with to be able to overthrow some things, exchange for some munitions, have the Frost Forge really move things along with their smuggling operation. Trying to
Isn't that
network
Mika?
outside of the North Blue. And the info broker had some intel that was supposed to go on the auction. And then he just,
This was an auction?
I guess so. Yeah, he gets a better price that way.
Oh.
So
Anyway,
he-
we can tell the rest of the crew now.
Yeah, he hands it to you. And then just kind of like, all right, guys, the captain has an announcement. And then he just kind of
I
like
leave.
grabs his flask, takes a deep swig.
Yes, Woodrow is here and we're gonna go kick his ass.
Tonga just like standing there.
Let's kill the beaver.
Kill the beaver.
Yes. So we came to the right island. And then I'm gonna repeat what Jenkins told me so that the crew knows the deets.
And Rory's just like, well, at least I got a devil fruit now so I can be more useful.
Hell yeah.
Wait, did you say a munitions factory? Or are we seriously going to attack an armory?
We're gonna snatch that beaver.
So wait, you
Yeah.
know that he's there? Is that what you said?
Jenkins said that that Woodrow was negotiating things with the Foundry Lord Valen to take over with the rest of the, basically to overthrow the rest of the Foundry Lords on the island in exchange for proper, basically munitions for help, as well as being able to expand their operation outside of the North Blue.
I feel like we could turn this into our favor by telling the other lords, hey, you guys might be overthrown at some point. We have some insider details that could help overthrow the overthrowing.
Did you gain a new accent or something? Buy that at the black market?
Every time I come into this session,
What's the session?
What's the Godfather?
Where are we?
oh fuck. But yeah,
Come to me on the day of my Sky Daughter's wedding.
Basically, what we did on the island and pit the Foundry Lords or whatever against each other.
The Foundry Lords.
not against each other, but against the one that is trying
Against
to
Woodrow.
side with
Right,
Woodrow.
right.
Like to our favor.
Yeah. Essentially,
Okay.
do
And
what
Orion?
Woodrow's doing, but with the majority, so we're not actually assholes.
It'd be like going to another government and being like, "Hey, your ally is being a snake."
No, man, I kind of want to just be assholes.
I would like to be assholes with friends that can help us.
Lots of ways you guys can go
Real
about it.
friendship, we have
While forming
assholes.
an alliance with these other
Mhm.
people.
I can rock with that. I mean,
Why don't we only be an asshole to Woodrow?
yeah,
Because
I like that.
he's the bad
He
guy.
was an asshole to us. Yeah, that's why we should be an asshole to him.
Yeah,
Oh.
Chibi's got a point. Like, what if we screwed up his deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he screwed up our deal in our whole home.
What
So
was our deal?
He took our credit, so we'll take his.
Yeah,
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
exactly.
we'll screw his credit score.
I forgot about the whole reason we're doing this.
Yeah, let's screw his credit.
Make him unable to apply for a loan.
Yeah,
The other ones. How many others are going
we'll drive up his interest rates.
there?
You'll never buy a house in this economy again.
Everybody go vote so we can slight Woodrow and his political views.
All right. Jenkins is just like sitting off, heavily drinking, just very satisfied with himself, sitting in just like a self-made rat nest of loot.
He's a dragon.
The rat dragon.
Oh, I do think we all need a good rest.
New
I
outfits.
like this new out. Yeah, we need to get new drip. You gotta.
I'm about to stomp up on this beaver, fully iced out.
Well, hold on. Because we can also
He's got fucking
I want-
rabbit grills.
in the 8 hours that we're gonna take for like our long rest. I want to take the rodent fruit and I don't know.
You want to
It's gotta
infuse it with
be-
something, don't you?
I do.
I will say that if you have weapons like guns, swords, cannons, anything of the nature, those will work.
Does anybody want me to
Or
try to upgrade
unorthodox
one of
items as well.
Yeah.
I want to go to Tilda and be like, I was just thinking, and I thought of this like really odd design, and it's a Letterman jacket, and it has like it has the picture of Big Joanne or whatever on the
Jolene.
Jolene.
So she's like, yeah, okay. Like
You think you could whip up something like this?
put the ram tiger on the back of a jacket.
Yeah,
You know,
with the buttons.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
She is a cute. She is a cute tiger.
Maybe I can do something
Maybe we can all
similar
do outfits
that I
like
did for Big Joe's collar. but with the rat rodent or something.
Oh,
That's a
true.
bit too lean. Can I make like a saddle or something?
Ooh. Yeah, how big is Big Jolie? Is she bigger than Big Joe?
She's comparable in size. She is large, so thus rideable by medium characters.
You said she's as big as
Okay.
right?
Yeah, she's size class large, so she is rideable.
So everybody except Micah can ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Micah too tall to ride.
Would someone who doesn't have like proficiencies need something like
That's
a
okay.
saddle?
I am the ride.
Ride well?
I think a saddle would make things doable, but you also have the horns for support, so that helps.
True.
Those are like handlebars.
What the rat rodent be used for? Fuck.
It's a tricky call.
Okay, well, I think I want to check with everybody first, but I think I've done as much research as I can on Devilfruits that we have, and I kind of pulled them both out. The rat fruit in one hand and the electric Nomi one.
Tilda looks up from her clothing sketches as you do that. Are you finally going to do something with those?
I think now's the time.
Well, let me know what you all decide on. I might be able to incorporate something into the clothing designs.
So I wanna check with everybody, but like, do we want to give the electric one to the tiger? That's kind of what I'm vibing.
Are you sure?
That sounds.
I don't know.
I mean, like,
That sounds pretty cool.
I'll be right back.
Unless, I mean, does anybody want these?
What is it?
specific? The electric LED and the rat rodent.
You're like, you said the electric what and the rat?
yeah, the electric paramecia and the rat fruit.
Oh.
Which is not the same model as Jenkins.
Yeah. So I can make a weapon, make like a magic item. I can make like magic armor or something.
You could enhance a piece of clothing or armor. That's for sure.
Or give it to somebody outright.
I'm just trying to think of what rat clothing would like do.
Yeah, like a rat jacket.
It's just a fur jacket.
Like the only thing that's coming to mind is like you're in a hurry and you have a rat belt and you're just like, "Come here, belt,"
Ooh.
and then it just
maybe get, like, a
scurries out.
Depending on what it turns into, that could be a prehensile tail.
I don't think have prehensile.
There's different kinds of rodents.
I
No,
think,
yes,
I think you should take the electric one and put it in a weapon or something.
And a weapon.
Yeah.
But I feel like we already have electric weapons from the.
Yeah, we do have
Yeah.
we do have our shock weapons. Like, but
But
Chibi
no,
does like her electro like static stuff. She might actually be pretty good with something like that.
I don't think Chibi wants. Nice. I think Chibi wants to take the.
What if you made like a ring, and so whenever you like touch something, it
I'm back.
shocks?
I could do jewelry.
No, I don't want to take it down with you right now.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fair. They taste nasty.
Yeah, that's why it'd be cool to gain the benefit without having to eat it. You know,
Or we sell it. It's also an option.
you could also sell.
We're kind of
Maybe-
loaded right now, though.
Yeah, I don't really.
It's more money.
I feel like what we need now is to like prepare for like, you know.
While you're
Yeah.
talking, Rory decides to test his fruit out again.
I feel like it's more useful to us than it is to sell.
Yeah,
As
I guess like a.
As he
Ooh,
does,
I just
his-
had an idea.
yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
go ahead for Rory's fruit. I can hold on to it.
Okay. As Rory does his thing, one of his volt chakrams starts flickering and stops working.
Oh no.
Fuck.
What is it?
Did it break? Like you broke it?
No, he glitched one of his weapons and it stopped working.
Damn.
Because like it just has this little glitch aura over it. It would have been nice to do that to somebody else's shit.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta practice.
I'm working on it.
Don't worry, we got extra. Just go get yourself another gun.
We're just I mean, what if I?
But I was thinking for the electric fruit, give it to the ship.
Give it to
Can
the
you
ship.
do that?
Can you do that?
Imbue the ship
It's
with the
an
fruit.
item. Oh, hold on. Let me
wait.
Let me read my thing again.
Rory's just like, but the ship's in contact with the sea all the time.
That's so true. Oh my god. Oh, that's different because if I infuse an item, it can still
Wouldn't
go
that
in
make it
water.
sink?
I
I'm
don't think so.
I don't think Chibi would be very happy if we turned the ship into a brick.
Yeah, that's very true.
or maybe one of the cannons.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or give with one of the cannons the rat fruit, so we have a portable cannon with us at all times.
Oh, that's awesome. Gordy turns his head. He's like, "Are you saying pocket rat cannon?"
The pocket rat cannon sounds pretty fun, doesn't it, Gordy?
Yeah.
Sounds like a euphemism, honestly.
What's a euphemism?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Google it. It's a free service.
How do you spell it?
EUPH.
Yep.
Euphemism.
Oh, I didn't realize you were asking seriously. This is why we have Google.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So if we do the CapnSeaSea one on something like the ship, I can use an action to transform it into a weapon. This weapon sounds like magic.
Yeah, there is precedent for items like weapons and armors. For sure.
Because my idea for the ship itself was like, say we're being boarded, we could, somehow with the ship send out an electrical pulse and kind of just shock the people trying to get on. That was my first thought, but then I'm thinking we'd also probably have to roll a save for that as well.
You would have to be less specific, like not on the whole ship,
Pocket
but
rat
maybe like a
cannon.
part of the ship. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Like, if we took like a core, for example, maybe that would.
I think we should definitely
Like
do the
our
pocket
engine or whatever.
As you guys are
Yeah, I
talking
don't
about
know.
all of this, Orianus forms back into his human form out of mace form and just kind of like looks at Akisu. I don't understand why you're having such discussions. Just tell them what to do already.
I've been trying, but they're not fucking listening.
Tough talk for someone who's stompable.
Part of the crew, part of the conversation.
Yeah, man.
He raises an eyebrow and walks off.
You tried to run from us when we tried to help you be here.
I will surgically remove those eyebrows.
Oh, shit. Is it really that difficult to remove eyebrows? I don't know.
Not if you have a
I'll
laser.
do it without scarring.
He's got a scalpel for eyebrows.
Listen, Tonga. I
Does
want
the ship have
a
like
pocket rat cannon. I don't give a shit what you do with the next one.
Pocket
Wait a
rat?
minute. If you remove my eyebrows, it'd be like opposite eyebrows.
It'd
Yeah,
be
you
like
think-
opposite eyebrows.
Tilda chuckles at that, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
You know, like a rocket launcher or something? I mean, what
No,
if it's
so we're feeding.
Like-
We're gonna try and infuse one of the cannons on the ship with the rat fruit. So we have a cannon that we can just kind of
but what?
bring
what
with
if it
us.
just ends up shooting rats?
well, it'd be
Even better.
it'd be part cannon, part rat. It wouldn't shoot rats, but it would still have the ability to have 3d10 worth of damage.
I mean, fuck it, I'll do it. What else are we gonna use as rat?
Like we can load the rat
Same
cannon
time.
with like a high powered shell, turn it into a rat, put it into our pocket, go rat cannon, and then fucking
I will. So I will do the process of using the ritual and everything. And I'll try to keep the end of the ability that I want kind of in the will of the crafting of it, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, basically, you go through that process. You walk up to one of the cannons, and you just start infusing it in. Like the devil fruit, just like as you're kind of like doing this, it merges with the cannon.
Yeah, I picture like I'm holding it in my hand and like my lights start to glow and they turn like a weird like, green.
Yeah,
And then
as it
like-
does, the cannon starts to shape and shift, and it kind of forms itself until you see a gerbil. And it just kind of looks up at you with a squeak.
I gotta pick it up.
It just kind of like
Kinda
sniffs at
holding
your
my
hand.
I'm just like, well, hello. I like use my action or whatever to turn it back into a cannon.
You toss it, and it jumps right out, and ends up going into like a half gerbil cannon mode where it's like it's like the size of a dog,
What the?
and it's just like
Okay.
it opens up its mouth. There's just a big old cannon, like the just sticking out of it,
This is a monstrosity.
and it swishes its tail, which burns down like a fuse for a moment and fires off a cannonball into the harbor.
Holy shit.
And you just hear a
Damn. Sorry, our power went out. Somehow I'm still connected, but see on the computer turned off.
I thought that was weird. As I pressed the explosion button, we knocked out the power.
I'm surprised our Wi-Fi is still connected. But anyway. I mean, I'm just kind of like look down at it. I'm just like kind of shocked. I'm just like, all right.
It shifts back into gerbil and looks back to you, swishing its tail for approval.
I kind of crouch down, pat him on his head. Nice job, buddy.
This thing's
Doubles.
barely bigger than a mouse.
I kind of like pick him up in my hands. I'm like, all right, Jenkins, here you go.
You got a new friend.
Are you sure we should hand that thing to Jenkins? Like, isn't he a bad influence?
I mean, all right.
I
you're
think
right.
the only
Gordy. Gordy!
I think
Gordy's
the only
just like,
bad influence is the one he's always under.
Gordy, you want a pet?
Gordy's kind of like looks down at it and holds the gerbil. It's like, kind of adorable, actually. Oh, Captain, we should name it.
Cameron.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Cameron.
That's actually good.
We'll name you James Cameron.
Cameron the
The
Blamster.
name. We gotta name the gerbil cannon.
We
Yeah, I was trying to think of a canon
Canon
name,
turn-
and then first name was
and then it
Cameron.
turned into- yeah. So they had me take the rat fruit, feed it
the
to the cannon,
Blamster.
The
so it
Blamster.
turned into-
Cameron the
and then I had
Blamster.
it turn into a. No, it turned into a gerbil. Like it turned into an animal, right? So it becomes a gerbil, and then I used my action to activate it
He's
so that it would
relaying the
become
info.
cannon. And it was like half gerbil, half cannon, I guess.
Anyway, someone take care
Well, I
of the
was,
gerbil.
like,
I'm gonna
monstrosity.
go to sleep.
But it shot a cannonball, so I mean it does it. So
So I mean, it does it.
It
I'm
does it
giving
all.
it giving it to Gordy.
It squeaks. It shoots. It
I want
kablamos.
to name him Cameron, and I'm kind
It
of
kablamos.
It
That gerbil's your
kablams.
responsibility now, Gordy.
that's a crack name.
Captain
Cameron.
Yes.
James Cameron here.
Yeah.
He's in good hands.
Nice.
Cam Jamesren.
I knew you'd be the man for the job.
And then he just
Oh.
kind of like come on, little Cameron, we're gonna set you up.
Does the ship have like an engine?
The ship does not have an engine, but it would be useful. You guys could actually salvage the engine with your combined skills from the ship that you just stole.
We stole a
Oh.
ship? Oh,
Yeah, can we do
did.
that? I don't sleep anymore. So in the night, I would definitely like get this idea.
You don't sleep? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't need to sleep anymore.
Why?
I got a new ability.
That new
Oh.
ability is just sits in bed all night with his eyes wide open.
I basically go into like a trance. almost.
Hibernation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead of
the fish man's now a sea elf.
as long as I like stay busy for 8 hours, I get the same benefit.
That's
That's-
correct.
that's
Anyway,
crazy for
good
me.
night.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, it has to be light actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some milk and cookies while he's doing that.
All right. So you spend the rest of the night just trying to like actually give me a You don't have the tool proficiency for it. So just give me either a I'm not even sure what check to make that. Give me a Tinker's
Someone to
tool check. Or
That'd just be like a correct check. What does it use?
let's go with intelligence because you're undoing a bunch of screws and bolts and stuff. So just general intelligence check.
15.
All right. You take the time to study the general makeup of the engine, and you realize that you don't actually have to do anything to the engine. You just have to detach it from where it is installed. So you spend
Yeah.
a good portion of your time undoing bolts and stuff and getting things ready. And the
Yeah, I'm just trying to bring it onto the ship so that they can hook it up.
yeah, you end up having to talk to some of the shipwrights in the harbor to borrow their crane to kind of move it over because it's just such a big engine.
Yeah.
As well as you're able to get things detached, but you will require help from more of the shipwrights, having to pay them to help move the paddles from the other ship onto this one.
Yeah, for sure.
We're loaded.
And then honestly, what if I infuse the electric current into the engine?
You know what? That would fundamentally be different than making the ship devil fruit infused. So
Yeah.
I'm skeptical as to how it will turn out, but I'm willing to work with it.
Maybe like you'd be like the factory. You could like generate its power and be supercharged and shit.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of true.
it would be
Yeah.
something. You'd have to make
I would
some.
have to do it the next day, but
Yeah.
maybe.
So everybody kind of wakes up in the morning, and you just see Tonga talking with some of the local shipwrights, passing money along, and you just see them moving at Chibi's direction to install and modify the ship.
Man, what's going on?
So as Akisu wakes up, I kind of walk over. I had to stay busy last night. So much on my mind with everything going on. So I figured I would take the engine from the other ship and add it to ours.
A word? Hell yeah.
Wait,
I love that.
you can do that?
Slight modifications here and there.
Rory looks around, generally amazed. That's cool.
Yeah, we won't just have to run on the power of the wind and,
Rory also tries to use his fruit again.
hell yeah,
And
get
as
that
he
practice
does, he points his hand at his gun, and it duplicates.
Nice.
Nice.
Guys, I'm dual wielding.
Do it to Mason.
Hold on. And he points a hand at Mason, Orianus, who is just kind of like,
What is he? Go ahead.
and Rory attempts to. Actually, I'm gonna make one more roll to see how this goes. Damn it! I think I screwed up the dice tray thing. Oh well. So he tries to exert his will onto Mason, but that it doesn't work out. And then you just hear a like TV static emitting from Rory. Just
Shit.
within like a big old radius around him, making it hard to like you look at him, but it's like everywhere he steps, it's hard to hear him specifically, as if like your perception of him is being jammed. He turns to speak to you. He's like, I don't know, Captain. And he just kind of like shrugs with his modified guns in each hand. One looking all purple and glitchy.
Should probably not do that again.
Yeah. But I'm practicing.
Yeah. Now you know you can't do that.
I might. I just gotta figure out how to harness this.
Maybe not on Orionis. Maybe
You'll
not on
get the hang
Mason.
of it.
And Orianus just turns to look at Rory with his blonde hair just kind of like blowing in the morning breeze, and just like raises an eyebrow. Potential, maybe, to even attempt it. And then he just kind of goes off and does his own thing.
Don't listen to him. He's just an asshole.
I heard that, Captain. And then he just like he hops off he hops off the ship.
Call me Captain.
I'm off to go conquer more.
Where are you going? Who said you could leave?
There's women of the island to conquer.
What does that mean?
He waves his hand and just walks off.
Am I not woman enough for you?
Can
you believe this guy?
Gordy just kind of like shakes his head. Captain, Last I saw that man after he walked into town, he had 3 women on his hip.
Nice.
Bruce King.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I'm going to have to add Cameron to the inventory roster after this and give him a stat block.
All right, so what's the plan? Are we going to find the other people
Find the other.
to get back on Woodrow?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess so.
I'm not gonna have Mason along for the ride. Do I want to wait till he gets back?
I mean, we could. I mean, we gotta make plans, gather information. Like, we know that they're working together, but we don't know that he's there yet.
You think we should go into town and try to get info?
Makes sense.
All right.
Then Tilda just kind of like walks up. Oh, all right, Captain. I was up late. And then she shows you a sketch. How's this?
What is it?
And she just shows
Oh, it
you
was
a more
easy.
refined sketch of the Leatherman jacket that you made with the ram tiger on
That
the
was
back.
TV that wanted.
That was Chibi.
Oh, was it Chibi?
He's
Yeah.
still trying to connect.
I knew that someone was asking her, but she's still asking for captain approval because she wants to make like a batch of them.
Yeah, go ahead, make a batch.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay, I am back.
One for everybody. Don't forget Rory. Get one for Mason too. Might as well.
Would he even wear that?
Probably not, but it would make him question reality, and I feel like he needs that.
What would he question and wearing?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. I'm getting materials.
Yeah.
And Tilda just kind of like skips off into town to get the appropriate materials.
Oh boy.
Oh, Snyder. Gordy walks up holding Cameron. Would you like to try?
Oh boy, would I. Kind of hold out both my hands.
The gerbil kind of squeaks and crawls onto your hand. It sniffs at you for a minute, swishing its furry tail.
I want to cast Speak with Animals to myself.
All right. Snyder, in your sky animal speech, what is your wisdom?
What's up, little buddy? How does it feel to be in existence now? Oh God, wait, no. I don't want to make him question his life. I was nothing, and now I am. What am I?
Well, it's not so bad. I shoot. I open my mouth sometimes and a bullet comes out. Big old cannonball. Yeah.
I love his voice.
Yeah, it's that big old guy can give me some sweets. A little bit piece of bread. I like the bread. I gotta have the crust though. If you don't have the crust, what's the point?
Exactly. Like bread always has to have crust.
Yeah. He gave me a big.
If you don't have crust on your bread, you're just a baby.
Yeah, and then I show a hole in the crust, and I make a little nest. Bread
Hell
nest.
yeah. Bread nest.
She lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Hello.
adjust this. Boom. Fix that. Boom.
Tilda finished your the sketch for your Letterman jacket, and I told her to make one for everybody.
Yes. Matching jackets. Let's go.
Matching jackets.
We're like a
Hey.
real pirate crew. I'm now conversing with James Cameron, the gerbil cannon.
I'm sorry.
James Cameron, the turtle. Cameron.
That's a tongue twister. James Cameron, the gerbil
James
cannon.
Cameron. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I've been just like hanging out with Big Jolene. I want to introduce her to Big Joe.
Who?
Big Jolene.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna be like best friends.
Big Joe does notice her, but he's just like in his dog form, he's skittish, but like after being coaxed into a lion form, he seems to take a interest.
Does he seem horny?
You know what, Captain? You can roll for horniness. Give me a raw D20.
Roll for horny.
Rah, horny. Big wife.
Well, let's see how the exotic breeding program on this ship is.
Oh boy.
I imagine he's like scared at first, and then he goes like bigger, and he's like, "See, I'm big. I'm big too."
Big Joe, it's canon. He's a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he has to go
I
from
thought James was the cannon.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Captain, give us the roll.
Okay, let's
Do I
go.
roll?
Don't
No,
leave
just-
us
just
waiting.
Just a raw D20. You just roll a D20. I'm mostly asking
as
because
we
I
introduce
misplaced my
them-
dice.
R/D20.
I'm gonna like, I'll
Hey,
like dim my
listen,
lights into like a pinky
listen.
color, kind of set the mood.
R's dash D20 in the chat. She said listen, and then
This is Micah's first time rolling a dice. Aren't you taking?
R
No,
slash. I thought this isn't Reddit.
Oh, you thought I was talking about like Reddit?
No, like
no,
I'm
that's
looking.
actually the command.
I'm looking at the chat thing right now, and there's no like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Roll.
That's what I've been trying to tell you for
Oh,
like the
'cause it
last
changed.
2 minutes.
I don't know
The
why
button's
it's
not there
being like
anymore.
that.
You've been silent.
I'm not being silent. I've literally been screaming.
We can't hear
You
you.
can hear you. You've been breaking their mic. That's why.
Well,
Ah.
I can't roll a d20. Can someone roll one for me?
I think they changed Foundry is why.
I'm gonna I updated a bunch of stuff in Foundry, so if I might have to readjust some of the modules. Let me see here, because the dice tray module is usually what we use, and
Oh,
it's
I was
supposed to
hoping
be
the tab would-
on.
Yeah.
And
Here, I'm just gonna roll nature
I
because I, have
might-
a +0.
yeah, okay, that
I rolled
works.
a
That
10.
works. Yeah, for some
Medium
reason
horny.
dice tray's not active, and I think I'm gonna have to reinstall it.
Well, I rolled a 10
Okay,
for
so
horniness.
You should have rolled a D100.
Yeah.
Specifics.
Percentage of horny.
First, we have horny percentages. A good thing a D20 is divisible, so that's basically 50%. The
Dear God.
Big Joe is getting the scent.
This is a new creature he hasn't encountered before. What about Big Jolene? Can I make an insight? How?
Yeah,
Make me baby Joey's.
baby Joeys. All right, Tonga. Animal handling for insight.
Jill and
Yeah.
Joey's.
Nine.
You're not sure. You're like, you look at them and you're just like, they're getting
It's like when
along.
you're just like, they're getting along. I'm so proud.
You're just like, it could go either way.
Yes, we're King Joe. Let's go.
Yeah. Team
They,
Jolene
like, kiss
is
each other a little bit.
cautiously optimistic.
He goes for the butt sniff. He's like, "What the fuck?"
put us back on the sea.
All right, we can move on.
Moving on to the stuff. There we go. So, damn, rolling for.
It's combat music.
Oh, did I accidentally leave the combat music on that?
It just started.
My bad.
That's not combat music. That's the fucking music.
That's the fucking music.
My combat.
Oh.
How's that? Is
I
that
mean-
better?
Yeah.
There we go. So the day is yours. Chibi and Tonga have been modifying the ship to have an engine and paddles to handle things when the wind isn't permitting.
I'm going to town.
All right.
Oh, on who?
Fucking Jenkins.
Woohoo, Jenkins. Go get him.
Give us another roll, Captain. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna bring Jenkins and Rory with me.
All right. But before we get to that, Tonga,
Yeah.
are you going to discuss your potential plan for the Elec Nomi with the rest of the crew?
Didn't you already?
No, I can only do it once a day.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll pull Chibi aside from all the shipwrights and kind of get their opinion on it. If I were to infuse the engine with the power of Elignomi, what do you guys think the benefits of that would be? Something like power generation, up to speed.
if you ruin my ship, I one shot you.
That's fair.
You know what? Fair.
Think about the benefits, Chibi. You'd have the fastest ship in the North.
You could have a ship that rivals your speed.
It's so true.
Considering how if she turns
You
to
could
Sulong, she gets
have-
an extra 60 feet of movement. That would be amazing.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Yeah, she's already insanely fast.
Just deja vu drifting around other ships.
You're gonna hit like Sonic level.
Honestly, I need to start calculating how much speed she's going to need to run on water.
Jesus?
Jesus, rabbit, Jesus.
I mean, she's fast. Brooke can do it,
Easter about
and
to go
she's
crazy.
pretty light too. So, I wouldn't count it out.
See, this is why I can't have a devil fruit.
Well, Brooke has a devil fruit and he can run on water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? I didn't know.
Yeah, he's just bones.
Yeah.
So he's extremely light and
That kind of
runs
makes sense.
really quick.
Interesting.
I'll run the calculations on that potential later. But yeah.
Sounds interesting.
As it stands, you guys, you're talking to the shipwrights, and one of them's like, "Well, if you're gonna do that, you probably want to reinforce them paddles. They probably weren't meant to go that fast. I mean," and the other guy's like, "Well, I think it could work. I mean, it'd basically be overclocking the engine, putting out a high amp. If we get like some good solid coils that wouldn't burn out too easily, just big old electric coils, boom, done. Like a reverse motor. Actually, just pop some good old motors on there.
I mean, we could pull the paddles in to kind of streamline the cutting through the water too.
That's doable. And they kind of like look to Chibi to see what her thoughts are.
I look like a cat that's just dissociating.
deep in thought about the modifications as the ship's coming together. You do see a couple of the lower tier shipwrights finishing the installations on the door that you guys had wanted.
How's it look?
Yeah.
It looks very natural alongside everything else. Like they installed it at the keel.
What
So-
is that?
The back of the ship.
Okay.
So when you guys go to deploy your little pontoon speeder things that are made from the snowmobiles, they'll be able to deploy from there. Back door
Ah,
opens.
nice.
Boom.
Perfect.
And they're finishing the watertight coating. All right, so you Tonga, was it? You're sure you want to infuse that into that engine?
It's an option.
Well, to tell you what, we'll as we're installing everything, we'll include some parts that will be modular to make it easier in case you do decide to go that route.
Appreciate that.
You guys end up spending like 10 million berries on the entire installation process.
Okay.
Just because, like, lots of men
I'd
working on
need-
it. The lots of stuff with the engine and everything.
Yeah.
Now, Akisu, you said you wanted to go to town with Rory and Jenkins. Is anyone else going into town?
Nope.
Yeah.
Follow along.
All right, we got Snyder. Snyder Adventure. So you
Snyder
guys,
Snyder and Captain going to the
Back
city.
together again.
yeah. As you guys and Rory just kind of move through the city, he's trying to practice his fruit, and he does it again.
Happen.
Let's see what we got here. So he conjures up a mirrored reverse image of himself walking next to him. So you just like see mirror Rory walking next to Rory.
Oh.
Whoa, which one's real?
Both of them wave in the same way and say, "Me."
Oh God, no!
I'm gonna touch both of their heads. I'm gonna touch both of their heads.
As you do, your right hand passes through, and the left one lands on the solid Rory.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. I'm really liking this. So, what's the plan,
Seems like
Captain?
a lot of fun. So I think Jenkins should turn into a rat and see if he can listen. Just go out in the world and find some info.
He's going into the world,
Yeah.
the wild yonder.
I think we should
Go on, get.
ask
Go
someone.
out into this whole city
I
and
think
see
we
what's
should ask
there.
someone where the big bad people are, and then try and sneak in and find out info.
Where the big bad.
Yeah, please don't say that to the bad guys.
So
Ask them where they, usually like where their headquarters are, and don't tell them what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
nice.
the big bad is at their headquarters.
I don't know what they're called. Okay, just act like I'm saying something really smart. Okay.
I can't.
Guys, I was gonna say something like a genius, and now you're making.
And that's smart is so funny.
It's not easy being smarticle particles.
Yeah.
TZB and particles for Rory now.
Yeah, it's true.
Rory is digital particles now.
What is their
Where's the
names?
Digimon?
Do we know their names?
Who?
Of the Foundry Lords.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
do we?
you know one of the Foundry Lords.
Is that the one that's gonna turn against the rest of them?
Yes. The Foundry Lord Valen Calder, also known as the Iron Graft. Why this person is known as the Iron Graft? You're not sure.
they have Elden Ring.
Anyway, we need to
Okay,
find
I
out
mean-
who the other ones
What?
are. How
That's
many
not
are
my
there?
comfort.
We need to find out who the other ones are and how many there are. And then we can sneak in and find out information.
That's a good
So
plan.
I think
What does Akisu's constitute? I mean, charisma.
Low.
it's good.
Is it good?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, I have like a +3, I think.
Same
Okay,
here.
good. It should be the
My
one.
persuasion's a +6.
Oh, well, I'd had something that was a +6.
My
What was
charisma's
it?
16.
Oh, it was intimidation.
Did you say +16?
Her charisma's an 11. Her constitution is her charisma is bad.
But why? So then why do I have a +3 on charisma?
Because of your intimidation goes off
Yeah,
your
no, I'm
strength.
saying like it's pretty good. You know, it's decent.
No, your strength is
And my charisma. I know it's
no,
just
your
an
charisma's
11.
an 11.
I know it's just an 11 because of a skill I have, I get extra on charisma.
You get extra on intimidation.
No, it's charisma, dog. Because all of my charisma.
It goes off of your strength.
Damn, you were literally with me when I added the skill in.
Yes, your intimidation checks use your strength instead of your charisma because your strength is
No,
better.
that wasn't the skill. I already had that one.
Did you write it down?
It should be on the sheet.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
from my long leg tribe people.
Long legs, long lips.
Exactly.
Yes. Wait, that
Wait.
Wait a minute. That's a
Shouldn't
little
have either
sus.
one.
Yeah, it's a weird time to be a hybrid lady. All right.
people be talking.
So, Akisu,
Long
give
leg
me an investigation check as you try to collect information on the Foundry Lords.
Efficiency. That's hurting.
I got a 2.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
You gotta walk around and you start. Actually, how are you asking people?
I'm
Gonna get cap.
just gonna ask people who the Foundry Lords are.
People just like
Looking for the back, guys. See,
a lot of people that you talk to are just like, you don't know who the Foundry Lords are.
Nope.
Like that alone is kind of suspicious.
They're just like, are you real? Stop fucking with me. Get out of here. Like that's the general consensus you get. And Rory's just like, well, that
Are they wanted? Maybe we can find a newspaper that has wanted posters in them.
maybe. Rory's just kind of like looking around. Let's see here. It's got to be some. Maybe if I ask, I'm young and impressionable. And people might answer. I'm willing to try.
All right, give it a shot.
Rory walks up to a lady at a stall selling frying pans. Hey, the do you know anything about the Foundry Lords? I'm looking for work and trying to, really get things going. And she just kind of like looks him over. You want to know about the Foundry Lords? Fine. Young people don't seem to know anything these days.
Mhm.
So, she, what kind of work are you looking for? Like electrical, robotics, smelting work, maybe working with. You know how to work metal? Maybe something medicinal. Munitions, weaponry. No, you're too young to deal with weaponry. Well, there's always Grelka Voss. She handles all the smelting and alloy development on the island. Rare metals, refinery type stuff over in the East District. Although I don't recommend going over there if you value your lungs. Now, a Dargan Mall, and she just kind of like wipes her brow. He's good with automaton parts, battery tech. If you really want to get some factory work, they do like that kind of thing up there. Steady work, generators and stuff. And the Iris Thorn, she works more in the textiles and medical supplies. Lots of chemicals and stuff in the South District. Got like a big old giant loom in their factory. So if you don't mind working with textiles, that'd be a good way to go. Thanks. And then he relays all of that to Akisu.
Now repeat it again because there was no. I'm kidding.
So in the South District, there's Iris Thorn. She does medical stuff, textiles, and some chemical goods. Seems to be very fabric based. Then there's Dargan Mall. Does a lot of electrical stuff, batteries, and robotic types stuffs. And he's over in the, I think it was the Central District. Then Grelka Voss, she does stuff in the East District with metalwork, smelting, and alloy development.
Nice.
And then like
That was 3 of them, right?
yeah. She said the Valen, the guy that we talked about last night, he just does weaponry and stuff up in the North District, munitions and stuff like that. She didn't want to elaborate too much on that. I guess she thought it was too dangerous for me.
What was the one in the south?
Oh, that was Iris Thorn.
All right, I think we should go to the south first,
All right.
but we should maybe go back to the ship first.
Yes, it sounds good.
Also, make sure everybody took their long rest.
And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my what's it called? The phone to call Jenkins. The
I know
snail
that's not
phone.
what I did.
Ah, yeah.
Banana phone.
You brought
No.
Jenkins with you though.
Yeah, but I told him to go off.
He sent them
Yeah,
all.
that's right. That's right. So
To this whole-
yeah, you
Pere.
and he answers, yeah, Captain.
Is that
Did you
Lobo?
find anything?
Huh?
Is that Lobo?
That's
I'm not gonna lie, Captain. I respect you too much for that.
Lobo.
I'm a little
What?
tipsy, looking for the answers at the bottom of a bottle in the bar.
Wow, so you didn't find out anything?
I never said that.
Okay, what'd you
He
find
replies
out?
indignantly.
Been doing it for a long time. Finish.
I'll have you know, the Valen guy, He's known for being very ruthless and paranoid.
Paranoid?
Yeah,
Is that the
apparently he's
one that-
he's really into security. His
Okay.
place is super fortified.
Is that the one who's dealing with Woodrow?
Yep, that's the one for the paper.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I couldn't remember any other names, so I didn't ask.
Well, you were supposed to find out the names, but it's okay. We found out the names.
Oh, good. But yeah,
Ugh.
apparently the turrets, big weaponry. Apparently, he modifies things with large weapons and cannons, specialized ammunitions. He'll sell to anybody, Marines and pirate alike.
All right. Well, we're heading back to the ship to make a plan. Feel free to come back to the ship. If you just feel like drinking, that's fine. But
I can
we'd really like you
multitask.
back to the ship. Yes. There you go.
You just hear a click. I love snail phones, don't you? Honestly, the best thing. More campaigns need phones.
Exactly.
So y'all get back, and you just kind of see Chibi and Tonga working things out with the shipwrights. And it seems like everything's coming along very nicely. You guys got the icebreaker installed. You got your back door hatch installed for deploying shit, and the paddles are coming along nicely.
Can I secretly go over to one of the workers and be like, "Hey, how much would it be to get a mister on here?"
A mister? What you mean?
See, my fish friend's a little dry.
Oh, okay. You want like a little
Mister. Oh.
Oh, I got an idea. I got it. So
I would look like that.
what if?
I know, it's like a little gift.
Like humidifier.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Well, you ever been to restaurants in the summer and they got the mister thing? Yeah, that's it.
I could rig something up. If we put if we put a tube
You can turn it off.
down at the bow of the ship, right where the water hall comes in, and then just put a little thing inside the tube that'll disperse it, and then just at the end, just we have a big ole have it bloom out like a big old flower, and then it'll hang on the front, and you can just lift it up and be just kind of mist all over.
Yeah. I go in there.
I need to hit the sauna.
Piss me off.
I know a guy that can make the parts up real quick.
Nice.
Shouldn't cost more than 40,000 berry.
Sounds good.
And he's like, all right, be right back. And he just kind of scurries off to go make the arrangements and install a mister.
Mister for the mister.
Yeah. Tonga's getting that special treatment. It'll be a hot day, and he'll be like, yes, all the seawater I can muster.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah.
That's got to be the most RP installment we've had.
We love quality of life.
I love it. As you're doing that, you do see Akisu, Rory, and Snyder approaching the ship. Then Rory, he really focuses as he gets close to the ship, and he successfully misty steps onto the deck.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
In kind of a haze of a digital purple pixelated just First he's there, then he's over there.
I like action, like as he lands. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh my God, Orion, you'd be so proud.
I certainly hope so. But we did learn some stuff about things on the island. Apparently, the Foundry Lord in the south side would be just the ticket for Tilda. I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't already in that area already gathering materials.
Can I call her?
Yeah, sure.
Pere, 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 pere. Pere, 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 pere.
And then Tilda picks up. It's like, yo,
Hey, where you at right now?
I'm over in the South District gathering materials. You know, I found this nice sewing machine, and it's got like some good embroidery stuff. I'm picking that up.
Cool. Well, that's where one of the Foundry Lords are, so we're about to head over that way.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Which one?
What was her name again? Hey, Rory, what was her name again?
Oh, they call her
Maybe we should
Iris.
write it down.
Iris Thorn,
Her name's Iris Thorn,
the Silk Butcher.
I guess.
I've heard that name around here today a few times, and
Well, she's a Foundry Lord.
it sounds
seen
like it with a name going by the Silk Butcher. She sounds dangerous, honestly, from what I've been hearing around here.
Well, if we can get her, we're here to tell her that someone's about to take over her shit, so she might be nice to us.
Maybe.
Anyway, have you seen her? Is she around?
I don't know. I've been just doing my shopping, but
All right.
from what I have heard on the subject, I guess she's gotten a sadistic personality.
Don't we all?
I mean, I don't. I'm just trying to live. But yeah, I'll let you know if I find anything else out.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Click. Well, that's promising.
As you guys walk back onto the ship, I'll toss each of you a treat.
Tonga's cooking.
And like while you guys were gone, I went ahead and cooked something for breakfast.
All right. And Snyder just kind of like has Rory walking up to him and just passing like, here, hold my gun for a moment. I'm going to try something.
Just kind of put it in. I hold it for him and just kind of, oh, okay.
I can't guarantee if what I'm trying to do is going to work, but here's hoping.
Worth a try.
And
Oh shit.
he tries to shock it out of your hand by emitting a static wave. Is anybody else standing within 10 feet of Rory?
I would be.
All right. I want both of you to make a Constitution save.
$13.
Okay. Everyone below a 13, you are deafened for a minute. You just hear like a staticky blast. Kind of like in those war movies where there's like a boom, and then you just hear your ears ring like.
I'm like,
Tinnitus.
what?
Sorry,
Rory, what'd you do?
Chocolates.
I was trying to blast. I was trying to steal my gun back from Snyder.
Huh?
I was trying to teleport it.
What?
Reading lips.
After about a minute of what's and huhs, it wears off.
10 minutes of fun. Huh? What?
Well, that is an interesting power, young man. I am very happy that it's not used against us.
I mean,
Well-
kinda.
Well, it is.
Unintentionally. Well, intentionally.
I think when we're in
I'm-
fights, I'll try to keep my distance. You know, till I get the things under control.
Yeah, he'll get that.
I believe in you.
You know, that means a lot, Snyder.
Believing in my friends is my duty.
I believe in mine, Nakama.
To meet this soap butcher.
The Silk Butcher.
You said the soap butcher.
Yeah, the Silk Butcher. That's
No,
that
I
is
thought Tonga said soap butcher.
Oh.
the the silt.
Silk?
Not the silt. I love the beach. All right, so y'all. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. I can't tell you what that is, but that's gonna be interesting. Why am I getting so many notifications on my phone right now? Okay,
That's telling you to stop this.
I suppose so. Oh, Micah, don't you have work coming up real soon?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll end things off here as
Oh man.
y'all prepare to set out to face the Iris Thorn, the Silk Butcher, and try to recruit her to your side against Woodrow in Sabotage.
Here we go.
But hey, thanks for everybody that's been tuning into our little D&D campaign here. It's been a wild ride. We're almost at 500 followers on Spotify right now.
Crazy.
I just got 2 of my friends to follow today, so
As of today,
Yeah.
we're at 464 on Spotify.
Damn.
That is wild growth considering how we went on hiatus for the past month.
Thanks for liking it, guys.
Honestly.
We love you.
Now, I will say, as kind of a courtesy to everyone beforehand, the next 2 weeks we're taking off because I'm going on a vacation. So after that, we'll be right back.
After these messages.
Well, we do our stuff on Sundays, and I won't be back until the about the 22nd, and I'm leaving on the 12th. So,
Love you.
well, hey, I missed my honeymoon when I was getting married because I was too young to be in a hotel room unsupervised. Apparently,
That's right, ladies. This is a married man.
yeah.
Mika.
I'm not available, but your compliments are appreciated. I get precious few.
Woo!
Boom. Anyway, thanks for everything, everybody. We're going to try our best to keep doing what we do.
We love you.
Stay alive till next time.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on this wild D&D adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did, and if you're itching for more One Piece D&D or Nerd Militia chaos, make sure to hit up our YouTube channel for all the latest shenanigans. Stay connected with us on Twitter at TheNerdMilitia0 for all the spicy updates, and if you're feeling generous or just want to keep us caffeinated, swing by our Linktree and Patreon. Your support keeps the madness going. Until next time, adventurers, stay nerdy, stay awesome.